If your team uses Intercom, Ply is here to make your life so much easier. Here's how. Ply lets you build custom features right inside Intercom. This means you can add actual buttons inside Intercom and launch workflows that can do anything from issue refunds, create upsell opportunities in your CRM, launch custom AI assistants, really anything. I built this one to serve me up random motivational content when I'm having a bit of a hard day. Thank you, that means a lot. These tools are fully customizable, and they're there to match your business logic and processes and work across your favorite apps. For you and your team, that means less time switching between apps and more time being productive and providing a great service for your customers. Let's take a look at how it works. You can see I've added a few custom features around the Intercom help desk. I've got some in my compose section here, as well as some living above my conversations. These features are contextual, meaning they use the data from the specific conversation or ticket that you're looking at, making them work just like a native Intercom feature, but you can build your own business logic into them and connect them with other tools in your tech stack. This feature here lets me quickly and easily create upsell opportunities inside our sales CRM. In our case here, we're using HubSpot. When I click the button, the feature will automatically search our sales CRM to find the company associated with this conversation. It also checks there are no existing upsell opportunities against the company in our pipeline. Once that's done, I've built this interface to show me as the agent some key information about the company in HubSpot. I've also added below some drop-down options, which lets me as the agent interact and define some of the key properties when the deal is created. I can also add some quick summary notes based off the conversation I've had with the customer. And as you'll see shortly, this can be added to the deal as well as get sent to other people in my team. And with all that done, I can click this button at the bottom here and it will automatically create that deal inside HubSpot. We can quickly check our pipeline here and see that's already done. Plus, in our workflow, I set it up to notify the account owner or sales rep linked to that specific company in HubSpot. It does this through a second feature type in Ply, which is a notification. The account owner can receive this actionable notification in Slack, email, or in their browser like we see here. And they can click here and actually view their newly created deal in HubSpot and do their follow-up actions. Remember, this feature is fully customizable and could be set up with other CRM tools like Salesforce, Pipedrive, or even Airtable. This next feature I want to show you helps me quickly report bugs and add them as issues in Jira. I've got a customer here complaining about not being able to view certain parts of their account settings. When I click this button, again, we can utilize data we have stored in other apps, which can help us make decisions about the actions we want to take. In this instance, it's found in HubSpot that this account is actually a VIP customer. Because of that, I've added this toggle option in the interface, which lets me add this bug report to a shared tracking sheet with the client so that they have better oversight. You can also see below we've utilized AI to give a pretty comprehensive summary of the issue without me having to do any work. And because we're using contextual data from Intercom, this summary can actually include helpful details about the account. And lastly, we have another drop-down option, which lets me define our custom field for bug type, which we've already set up in Jira. When I click submit, the follow-up actions will include adding that bug report to the shared tracking sheet, adding the AI summarized details to Jira. Plus, I could even add other actions like applying a macro inside Intercom to let the client know that we're on top of it. Building features with Ply is easy, and as you've seen, it's extremely customizable. Here's how we built the upsell feature. Ply is a workflow-based builder. Features are built by adding different steps and actions that occur once a feature's been triggered. In this case, it's triggered by a button that lives inside Intercom. We can get contextual data from the app that we're working in and use that to look up data in other apps, like here we're making the link with the exact company account in HubSpot. We can then go even further and use that HubSpot information as part of our conditional logic branching. Here is some branch logic checking if there's any associated deals with the company in HubSpot. Each branch then has a relevant interface step that the user can interact with. Interface steps are a really powerful part of Ply. They're built by adding different types of blocks that can capture all sorts of different types of information. This makes your features interactive, but it also makes them really flexible and run in the way that works best for your team. After this step, you can see we can use the data captured in the interface as part of our create a deal step in HubSpot. And after that, we can send a notification to the account owner. Once you've built a feature, you can go ahead and publish it. And importantly, you can share the feature with your teammates, meaning they'll get the same buttons and tools in their applications as well. Ply was built with teams in mind, and there are a lot of features that make sharing and managing access for different people in your team really straightforward. This video is here just to scratch the surface of what's possible with Ply. We've seen Ply users build some really quite incredible features that their teams use every single day. Make sure to visit ply.io to learn more and get started building features in Intercom for your team.